Final chapter. It's been nearly 2 weeks since Shou came back to me, but I haven't been able to see him much. I've been spending so much time trying to catch up on what we missed with school and just trying to get back into the normal routine of life. So unfortunately, we've ended up having to mostly text each other. Shou went to visit his parents a few days ago, and I haven't heard much from him since. Just a few texts here and there to let me know he's doing okay. Well, that is until he called me late last night asking me on an actual date. Oh, good! So the undate turned into an actual date. Chisaki was right all along. Surprise, surprise. I was thinking this time, do you want to go on a real date? That was all he had to say to get me excited. And that's how I found myself standing in front of a mirror, staring at myself. Still dressed in my pajamas, I hold up outfit after outfit in front of myself. Too flashy, too boring, too inappropriate, too night at the opera, too why do I even own this? Nothing seems to be quite right. With a sigh, I chuck all the rejects onto my bed and stare at my own reflection. I place a hand over my rapidly beating heart. Why am I so nervous? It's nothing big, just a date with Shou. At that simple thought, I can feel my heart begin to beat even faster. If anything, thinking about it made me even more nervous. Ugh, I give up. I suddenly understand that finding the perfect outfit, signing the perfect outfit for something like this is next to impossible. So instead, I just get changed into something I know I look nice in. Shou like this last time, after all, maybe it'd kind of be like a do-over. I get changed and wait at my desk. As the seconds relentlessly tick away, the butterflies in my stomach seem to only grow in numbers. Don't use that word, butterflies, ever again, Harkura. Too soon. I need something to help me calm down. With that thought, I head to the kitchen. With shaky hands, I somehow manage to finally make myself a cup of chamomile tea. As I move to take a sip, the sound of the doorbell rings throughout the whole apartment. I jump at the sudden sound, nearly dropping my cup in the process. My heart starts up its anxious dance once more. I rush to open the door. Shou, you're here! Shou stares at me, looking rather confused. Out of nowhere, he laughs. Is that for me? Huh? He points to the teacup I'm still holding. It's the first time someone's made me tea before I even came over. Heat rises to my cheeks. No, I was just about to drink it when you rang the doorbell. I guess I just forgot to put it down. Shou's eyes still shine with mirth. Ready to go then? 1 second. I down my tea like a shot and put the cup down on the shelf. Now I am. Hand in hand, we slowly walk through Chewbacca. From one little shop to the next, we end up looking through all sorts of curious things. As we walk down the street, Shou suddenly stops at a vending machine alongside the road. There's countless charms and trinkets within, some cute and some a little odd. Shou stares at the display, then quickly punches in what he wants. A pair of charms is dispensed and he turns around to me. Here, one for you, one for me. They're good luck charms. He hands one to me. Thank you, Shou. Do these actually work then? I feel a little silly for asking, but I've learned to expect things I wouldn't previously have expected. Shou shakes his head with a chuckle. No, these are pretty bogus, since good luck is one of the few things that can't be easily affected. You have to have the favor of the most powerful of gods to actually get your luck changed drastically. Oh, I see. Well, still, thank you. I immediately attach the charm to my keys. A gift from Shou. I can't help but smile. Actually, I did consider getting some of the loved ones, but that's almost like saying we'll need it or something. We'll make our own luck, together. Shou takes my hand with a smile, our fingers intertwined. He places a gentle kiss on the back of my hand. It's a promise. My heart flutters at the feeling of his lips on my skin. Let's go look at some other stuff. I begin pulling Shou along behind me and desperately hope my heart will stop going crazy. It's all Shou's fault my heart won't calm down. We've come to the Blue Sky Cafe again, as it seems I've grown attached to the relaxed, bright atmosphere. You know, the drinks here are really the best. Should I not tell your boss you said that? What? Oh no, I just meant that the drinks are really high quality. Gallons themselves can be a bit unstable with his random concoctions. What do you mean by that? Everything I've ever ordered always tasted good. She means that Gallon sometimes takes it upon himself to create new drinks. We both look up to see Chisaki standing there. She inclines her head slightly. Hi, Mrs. Yukimura. How are you? How do you know about Gallon's drinks? I'm doing well, thank you. To answer your question, sometimes I visit Gallon's coffee house. He's been there many years, so he's well known in Chewbacca, but I'm still very new. Chisaki smiles and moves... Chisaki smiles and moves a blue strand of hair out of her face. I came there to learn from the best, and he's great company too. But his original drinks can definitely be hit or miss, and Gal knows that. However, it's the only way he'll ever create something new, and when he succeeds, the result is divine. You can't be afraid of making mistakes, Chisaki, or you'll never achieve anything good either. Chisaki closes her eyes and smiles serenely. That's true. What he said was true. She inhales as if she's smelling some sweet scent from her memory. When she opens her eyes, I can see a mischievous glint in them, and I tense up. So how about you two? Have you decided to take a chance and do something new? Like an actual date? Or is it simply more of the old? Her blue eyes settle squarely on Shou, but he boldly meets them with his own gold ones. I agree with Galen's thinking. We decided to be a little crazy and try something new ourselves. Chisaki raises one eyebrow. Oh, so no undate this time? Not in the least. The way Shou says this proudly makes me look down at my tea in embarrassment. Oh, well, that is good news, at least for you two. Does Tatsuya happen to know about this? Shou and I look at each other, questioning. Do any of our friends know? Well, they probably figured out how we feel. The thought is even more embarrassing. I shift uncomfortably just imagining the potential teasing from Shinji. Well, never mind that. He'll find out in due time anyway. It is a shame, though. You're such a lovely young girl. I would have loved to have had you for a daughter-in-law. But I guess having you for a cousin might not be so bad either. Okay, thanks. Chisaki bows slightly. My best wishes to you and your love, you two. I hope you have a wonderful date. Can my face get any redder right now? I glance at Shou, and he seems flustered too. Thank you, Mrs. Yakumara. Without another word, Chisaki turns and floats away. Shou and I both seem unable to look at each other right now and focus on our food. A cousin to her. I do the math in my head and realize what she means. Married? Oh. I look up at Shou at the same time as he looks up at me. When our eyes meet, he puts his hand over mine and smiles, blushing. Maybe one day. After lunch, we decided to have a look around the upscale end of Chewbacca, and I'm immediately drawn to one of the shops. I've always wanted to visit this place. Oh, with Shou following me inside without complaint, I finally get to look around at the countless adorable accessories. As I look around all the cute little accessories, I suddenly feel like I'm being watched. Oh no. For a moment, I'm terrified it's the stalker again. But when I look up, I see Shou staring at me with an intensely serious look on his face. I don't think Shou realizes I'm looking at him at first, but he suddenly looks surprised. Is something wrong, Shou? No, it's just... He clears his throat. Sorry that I stared, but you just look so beautiful I couldn't help myself. I feel my whole body heat up, and I'm fairly sure that I must resemble a lobster. Oh, thank you. Whatever I was expecting to hear, a sudden compliment was not one of them. After that, we leave the shop and start moving towards Veritas, when Shou stops me. Hey, I want to take you somewhere. Somewhere that's very special to me. Aww, really? I guess you won't tell me where it is, though. I already know what he's going to say to that. No, you'll just have to wait and see. I knew it. I hold back a giggle and let Shou lead the way. He takes me through an unfamiliar exit out of Chewbacca. So he wasn't kidding that day when he said Chewbacca has many different entrances and exits all over the place. And it seems this particular exit leads straight into the Hagiwara campus. I'm wondering if Shou's ever going to tell us what his last words were to us, like before he died. Oh, Shou took me all the way through campus to the drama department and right onto the stage I once saw him on. Aw. As we stand on the very stage itself, I can't help but feel more than a little giddy. As a theater person, I'd be giddy too, to be standing on a stage. The last time I was here, I was in the audience, but being here on the stage feels so much more different. I turn to Shou with a laugh. I guess I really shouldn't be surprised you brought me here. Though, does that mean you're gonna get into your doctor costume, Shou? 'Cause that'd be really cool. We could do some acting, on the stage here. Being here now, though, I can't help but think back to when I saw you act. See, I told you, Harkura and I are on the same wavelength. I still haven't forgotten how amazing you were. I turned to face the empty audience seats. Everything looks so much different from up here. I think I can see why you enjoy being on stage so much. For you, this is your world, where everyone can see you shine. Shou smiles back at me and reaches out to touch my cheek for a moment. I'm so glad you understand, without me even saying anything. You're really amazing, Harkura. Shou drops his hand and stares off into the darkened auditorium. Like always, I can tell something is on his mind. So, will you tell me why you brought me here? Shou doesn't say anything at first. His brow creases into a slight frown, and it's not hard to tell he's thinking about something. For now, I'm content to wait for him to begin talking. Shou is half facing away from me, which makes it all too easy to admire his handsome profile under the spotlights. In an instant, his pensive expression disappears. He finally smiles and turns to look at me. Harkura, what are your plans for the future? What do you want to do after you finish school here? His unexpected question throws me off, and Shou continues to talk. I know you mentioned that you want to take over your dad's company after he retires, but what else do you want to do? I want to know everything. I want to know all your hopes and dreams, however big or small they might be. That's so sweet! I hope that I can be there for you, with you, to help achieve everything and support you through life. Oh, Shou. Or Shou. I keep going back and forth. Ignoring the now seemingly ever-present butterflies in my stomach. Don't use that word, Harkura, how dare you. In my stomach, I try to think on his question. My main goal has always been to eventually take over Shou and Harkura Industries, but beyond that I haven't really thought about it. As if struck by lightning, a sudden thought comes to mind. Is this a choice? Nope, no choice. There's so much I could do in life, even more so now since I have this whole new world open to me. I look up at Shou and say, oh good, I can have a choice. I want to explore with you. Let's figure it out together. Let's grow Shou and Harkura Industries together. I want to explore with you. Let's figure it out together. I think I haven't really thought about anything else that I might want to do in the future. Somehow I always assumed that I could figure out the rest after I reached my main goal. I wouldn't mind figuring it out with you, though. What about you, Shou? What do you want? An odd expression flashes on Shou's face for the brief of moments. Ever since I became a Dark Phoenix, it's like everything suddenly changed. It changed how my own people view me, though I guess I can't really call them my people anymore. After I went to visit my parents, I realized something. I can't keep on living like I used to. Dying helped me learn how to value life more, to value myself and have more confidence in both myself and my abilities, whether they're magical or mundane. Shou passes and takes a deep breath. I still want to be an actor, maybe even more than before. My old worries about pleasing my family and eternally trying to get their attention were holding me back. I know now that I shouldn't have to give myself up to make my family happy. And he sighs. Before death, even though I love acting, I was seriously thinking about giving it up just to make my parents happy. Even when I was acting, I realized I was using it as an escape, so I never had to face any of the harsh realities of how they treated me. Everything I did in my life revolved around them. But now I realize that I need to stop trying to please them, or letting my need for their attention run my life. I'll just be myself. I'll take the bad and the good, and grow into the person I want to be. That's the spirit, Shou. Shou's words carry so much emotion that I'm not sure what to do. I get an overwhelming need to hug him, but I know he has to let it all out, so I simply continue to listen. I was so unsure of myself, stuck between wanting to please my parents and following my dreams. I would have given up everything just to make my parents happy. But then you came crashing into my life. When you bumped into me that day, everything changed. Seeing you then, I think I already felt a spark of something. He takes a step closer to me. Just having someone like you close to me, being my friend, it made me want to become better. First, it was just wanting to be better with my own power so I could help you and protect you because you were going through such a hard time. I wanted to be there for you without holding you back. Then I realized I wanted to do better in other parts of my life. Suddenly, I became so sure of myself. You helped me realize that I should follow my own path, become who I want to be, and that there was more to life than having my parents' love and attention. Another step closer. You gave me the strength to stand on my own. You helped me be brave. You are my everything. I love you so much that sometimes I don't even know what to do with myself. I get so ridiculously happy just seeing you. Your smile makes my heart flutter, and holding hands with you makes me feel like I'm flying. Yet another step. Shou closes the distance between us. His eyes shine with passion like liquid gold. The way he looks at me, I can't look away. I don't want to. Shou wraps his arms around me, pulling me closer. I can feel the rise and fall of his chest, and the way his heart beats for me. You're also my weakness. but I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I love you, Harkura. His lips crash onto mine, with a need so deep, so hungry I can feel it with my whole being. Oh, is this their actual first real kiss? Oh, that's so cute. I wish I'd... Are they gonna show like a, like a big image of it? Please? That would be pretty cool. That would make sense. We kiss under the spotlights. Shou's soft lips against mine. His warm arms around me, his heart beating wildly against mine. I run my hands through his hair, his poofy soft hair, and he sighs into the kiss. He pulls me even closer. His body burns hot. I can feel every inch of him. After what feels like a sweet eternity, Shou pulls back, breathing hard. Oh, I would have wanted to see a full-on art image of that. With swollen lips, he grins down at me. I'm not done with you. I grin and pull him down for another, much quicker kiss. When I pull back, he pouts at me, then laughs. Shou, I love you too. I love you so much. Sometimes it feels like my heart will simply explode from happiness. You are so, so important to me. For a moment, I think Shou might kiss me again. I don't think my heart could take it right now. Not here. Anyone could walk in on us at any given moment. I tried to calm my own heart. No, it wouldn't be good to get caught. And right under the spotlights, too. Why don't we go home now? Oh, home! Yeah, home. It's hard to get the words out. It feels like my heart is beating away in my throat. Well, okay. Shou pouts a little but lets me go. It feels strangely lonely not to feel his warmth surrounding me. Shou holds out his hand to me and winks. Come on, I'll walk you home, my princess. I take his hand without hesitation. We walk out together, and somehow I know our hearts are still in sync. Oh, so sweet. And of course and the music is great. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to talk over this beautiful, lyrics, beautiful singing and stuff. So that was the main storyline. I did enjoy this game. I definitely had some critiques with it. One of the most... I've already, kind of pounded this to the ground, so I don't want to reiterate it too much, but just to review, this game definitely could use a lot more dialogue choices, way more dialogue choices. It just felt like there were so many spots throughout this story where having a dialogue choice made perfect sense, and it just frustrated me to no end that there were so many parts that I felt was glaringly obvious. This is where a choice should be, and the opportunity was missed. Oh gosh, that's a really great shot. I don't know if I remember seeing that shot, but anyway, I'll review this. I like Shou's tattoo over there. That's pretty awesome. I started to grow. Harkura, the main character, started to grow on me. At first, her personality was a little too passive for my taste. And again, I feel like having the dialogue choices would help, because it would help to sort of shape her personality a bit. But I am glad to see that her character did end up evolving throughout the course of the story. So that's a big plus, especially at the end when she became a lot more assertive. I like that even if you pick Shou, you still get a chance to interact more with the other guys, which is great. Like, they're not just swept under the carpet. But one thing about this game that I will say is has a very strong aspect of the game is it is long. And for some people, they might feel it's too long, but because I feel like with other Otome games, it tends to be about a quarter of the size. I mean, it's 12 chapters long, plus an ending, plus an epilogue that was released. I still have to go through the epilogue, I think. So, I feel like because of the length of this, you get a lot more story, you get a lot more character development, and more importantly, the pacing of the actual romance itself, I think, is done better, because you're not just pulling a Zevron from Dragon Age Origins where you just, chat for a few hours and then you jump into bed with each other. it took time for Harkura and Shou to really go from strangers to friendship to a very close friendship to ultimately boyfriend and girlfriend. And I saw that growing between the two of them, and watching their relationship blossom was very rewarding. And that's something that the writers were able to do because of how long it was. I did think that there were some filler scenes. I did think that there were scenes that didn't necessarily have to be there, but that's just a nitpicky thing, because I know that some people, again, would find this story a little too long and some of the scenes were a little too much, but again, I feel like it allows you to have more time interacting with the other boys and, going through the story. It would have been really cool if we had more moments with Shou, and I think we might have more moments with Shou once we actually are in a relationship. Let me see if that actually is the case. So if I go to Shou passionate end. Oh, there's a passionate end. Apparently there's three different endings. Okay. So I'm not sure. I might have to do some research and see if I need to do specific things, if there's like a sad ending or a not so. I wonder what the not so passionate end is. Oh, okay, here's the epilogue. It's been 5 months since the incidents at Caro Mansion. Your relationship with Shou is going well, and you even bring him along to meet your family. But there are still some things you feel Shou is keeping from you about his new life. An incident ends up bringing the two of you closer, but it may also serve as a dark omen for the future. Oh, there's more. Oh, okay. That's cool. There are more chapters. That's pretty awesome. Okay. So I was about to say it'd be really nice if we had more of a chance to, like I said, spend time with our guy when we're actually in the relationship. So this is cool that we actually have an epilogue with 3 chapters. Lets us do that. So yeah. So again, I know that this game is not for everybody, even people who are fans of Otome. I know some people might have some issue with the lack of the dialogue choices. Some people may feel it's a little too long for their taste. Some people may not be as attached to the main character. But again, I think the big strength about this game is that it has a lot of content. Like, you get your money's worth in terms of hours spent playing through this game, and this is just one guy. I think on average I spend about a half an hour per chapter. So you got 12 chapters plus the ending, plus this 3-part epilogue, plus the prologue that we did. I mean, that's a lot of hours to spend on one character in an Otome, especially when there are 4 other characters. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of content that you get with this game if you're looking for something. If you feel that the majority of the Otome games that are currently out there is too short for your taste, just goes by way too fast. So yeah, I'm going to. That's what are my thoughts of the main storyline. I'm sure I will continue on and go through the epilogue and see what's going on with Shou and Harkura at that point. So anyway, until then, guys, thank you for watching, and love yourselves, love each other.